Flight of the Crow's Wing presents Up the Oregon Coast and into the Olympic Peninsula, July and August 2022. After visiting with our daughter and her husband in Redwood City, we headed north to visit the Olympic Peninsula. We stopped at the Sims Flat campground. While not beautiful, or even pretty, it was an inexpensive and convenient place to rest for the night. The next morning, we left California and spent a good chunk of our day looking for a free campsite in the Tillamook State Forest of Oregon. We found a designated dispersed campsite along Archer Road near the Jordan Creek OHV area. Not as remote as we would have liked, but good enough. Over the next couple of days, we explored the area, including a stop at the Tillamook Creamery. In case you live in a cave, they make cheese. We also headed to Cape Lookout State Park. We've been to a Cape Lookout before, but the other one, in North Carolina. We planned on hiking the trail up the coast, but when we arrived, we discovered the trail was closed due to cliff erosion. We settled for a quiet walk along the beach. Leaving Tillamook, our next stop was the Olympic Peninsula. We had to purchase the Washington Discover Pass in order to camp for quote-unquote free on state lands. But the pass was only $30, so it was close to free? Most of the sites we found on the back roads were worth about that much. They were leftover log landings choked with briars and brambles and weeds. Did I mention they were also unlevel? The first night, we stayed in this spot. It's marked on our map as the mosquito campsite, because mosquitoes. The next day, we kept our eyes open for a better site, and wouldn't you know it, we found one. We dumbed onto a recently vacated site in the Cottonwood Campground, and it just so happened to be the campground's best site. This site is relatively private, being separated from the rest of the campground by a swath of rainforest. This campground is free, with the purchase of your Discover Pass. Look at this beautiful sneck. He's not in the rainforest, he's in Tillamook. I gave Beth the wrong location for him, but as fast as he moves, he could be in Washington in no time. And I wouldn't be in trouble for making Beth's editing job harder. Ow! Sorry. One of the hikes we did was the Oil City Trail, not to be confused with Oil City, Pennsylvania. This trail takes you out to the coast with a view of the Pacific Ocean.
The Hoh River.
It turned out to be a great bird-watching spot. The next day, we headed into the Hoh Rainforest to go hiking. The Hoh Rainforest is one of the finest examples of temperate rainforest left in North America. We hiked several trails that day, starting off on the Hall of Mosses Trail and the Spruce Nature Trail.
Ooh, I like that you can touch it.
Oh, somebody just got ate by a cougar.
There were warnings
are you
everywhere
doing?
about how to
Why-
avoid cougar attacks in the area.
Just walk. Just walk. Just walk.
We weren't worried about the cougars attacking us, because we're YouTubers, and we leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth. One of the features of the forest is the nursery trees, where seedlings grow and thrive on the bodies of their father trees and mother trees. Consuming your ancestors, that's some hardcore recycling right there.
Yee.
Do you want me to get a picture with both of you?
Yeah, could you?
A friendly passerby got a shot of us as we posed in front of one of the nursery trees. With those 2 short trails completed, we started up the Hoh River Trail. It goes for a total of 26 miles, of which we did 2.5. 10%ers. It's a beautiful trail and a must hike if you're in the area. Hiking is great, but you know what's better than hiking? Kayaking! Still within the Olympic National Park is the beautiful Ozette Lake. We launched under sunny skies and a bit of a stiff breeze, which didn't affect us until we were out on the main lake. The water became a bit choppy, but not enough to make us put our skirts on. Once on the lake, we made for an island in the distance. This island is Garden Island, and it is aptly named. We wandered all over it, checking out the beautiful mosses and ferns, and we did find several campsites. A future trip maybe?
It feels so big. Like taller than the trees.
We spent the rest of the day on the lake and just enjoyed being back on the water. In the afternoon, the winds picked up, so we headed for the shelter of a feeder stream. We saw many birds, most of which we did not get photos of, in spite of trying. Except this one. Thanks for watching. Some people go to Disney World, others go to amusement parks, still others go to cheese factories. Especially cheese factories that give away free cheese. Just remember, if you're having a hard time, cheddar makes it better, unless you're constipated. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe.